Hello, everyone. We are back here with another book club online speaking about the 40 secrets for the single woman. They are tips and teachings and advice not only related to love life of the single woman, but in all aspects, in your physical, in your spiritual life, and of course, your love life as well. But today, the tip of today is very important. Today, we're going to be speaking a little bit about something that many times I perceive that not all of them, but some youth, some women, they really leave aside. Look, people, I know that we have a life that is very busy, and many times you go out very early in the morning and you come back home really late. And what happens? You obviously think like this, man. Of course, you're not going to be able to be a person that is there always, impeccable from start to finish of a day. But just look. If you know that you are going to be outside the whole day, that you're going to go to work, that you're going to be in the street, that you're going to be leaving early and come back late, the woman that worries with that aspect of her life, she is going to plan ahead for that moment. And what moment is that? It's her personal hygiene. I don't know if it already happened to you. You who have a sensitive nose, and you are near a person, and that person, they are not smelling good. They don't smell good because of their day, right? And perhaps that smell under their arms that usually, if you're inside of an elevator, right?
He quickly smells up the whole ambient in that little elevator, right?
But on the other hand, when you find yourself with a person that they passed and they had that scent that is so pleasant, that calls our attention. And when you are going to kiss a person, give them a kiss, hug them, or hey, how are you? You give those 2 kisses, and you smell that good aroma on that person. That is very pleasant. And men, thank you for it.
In fact, men, you also need to take care of that aspect. I'm talking to the girls, but for you who are watching me, you also need to take care of that side.
Hours pass by in your day, and you go to the bathroom, you retouch up your makeup, you wash under your arms, you take that bath of
Cat bath,
You take that cat bath, of course, it has to be because you don't have access to a shower, but you care about those things. So then in your bag, you always have wipes, you always have deodorant, and in fact, I would like to give you a super important tip here. I used to like to use those aerosol deodorants, and you know that when you use deodorant, the deodorant is going to fight with the smell of your perfume. And one time a doctor taught me something. When you use those aerosol deodorants, they have a lot of aluminum, and that aluminum enters your body and it causes problems in your health. And she taught me something. She said, look, Fernanda, buy milk of magnesium and you are going to pass under in your armpits. And I did that. I've been doing that for like 5 years, and it's very good. It's very good. Try it, that you're gonna see, and you are still gonna be doing good for your health. When I know that I'm gonna be outside the whole day, what is my tip? What do I prepare? I always have wipes. I always have a little bottle with milk of magnesium because you renew yourself. You go to the bathroom and you refresh yourself. I have my perfume.
If your perfume is too strong, please do not overdo it because then you'll have an opposite effect.
I already prepare a bag that I take with me. I take my makeup, I take my deodorant, I take a perfume. I take everything that I need so that I could renew myself and not get to the end of the day and be that
stinky skunk.
So then you who are a woman, sometimes you say like this, oh, I never thought of that. Yeah, because sometimes it's usually the job of a mom, right? Mothers are the ones who teach those things. I'm not even going to say that my mom taught me that. I think I just learned, saying, man, this is not good, right? But usually it's moms who are the ones who teach those things. So then here is a tip of a mom for you. May you take care of your hygiene. May you not be a person that people, sometimes they make fun of you because you don't smell good. And then you're like, oh, now I don't have money. I don't have conditions. I don't have conditions to buy a perfume. I don't have conditions. Man, come on. Sometimes you have conditions to waste money with food, buying a hamburger, a popcorn, and a whole bunch of things, but you don't have conditions then. So then go sell something, do something so that you can have that condition, because that's something very important. Oh, I don't have deodorant, so then take soap, wash yourself with soap, do something. If you are in a place where you could use the restroom and you do all of that, excellent. And if you don't have a bathroom, then go in a little closed room and you pass. That's why I talked about the wipes, right? So then you are going to always be presentable. You're always going to be that person. Oh, and another thing, people, it's not only under your arms passing a perfume, your breath as well. You need to always be with your toothbrush, your toothpaste in your bag, because you eat something, or sometimes youths, women that do diets. When you do a diet, usually you are a lot of hours without eating, and that usually generates a bad breath that is not pleasant, to not say something else. You open your mouth and a skunk comes jumping out. You know a guy that you like him, and he saw you, he liked you, and then
the smell, that design, that little smoke comes and then the smell comes inside of his nose, and he's like, man, all of everything that I saw that was pretty on you, it goes to the floor. Why? Because the smell that stinks, or the skunk that came out of your mouth, or the skunk that you have under your arms.
it's super important. We talk, playing around. I hope that you're not offended, but it's a reality that you need to be careful with that, and that it's important for you to know and for you to be always smelling nice, always with a nice smelling aroma, and reminding you also that everything that represents dirtiness, it does not represent God. Everything that is dirty does not have the image of God, but of the devil. So then let's go, if you were like me when I was a youth, when I was a girl, actually, I was young. for me to take a shower, I didn't like to take a shower. I remember I would turn on the shower.
I would be there on the floor reading a book, and my mom and my dad would think that I was taking a shower.
So then, if you are that type of person, then I am sure that this message is going to help you, because it makes all the difference. You need to be that person that understands that everything that is of God is clean. It smells nice. It's sweet smelling. And everything that the devil has smells bad. It's dirty. So then we cannot represent our God smelling bad. Having said everything that I needed to say, let's go now to our tips. I already gave some of them here, but let's go to our tips of today. In reality, the homework for you. People, I have here my helpers that are here behind the scenes, and I asked, did I forget about something? And they were saying a whole bunch of things. So then let's go. Things that cannot exist in the life of a person that's clean, that wants to represent God and is waiting for her enchanted prince, right?
You don't know. The prince, the goat, the goat stinks, right?
Yeah.
Things that you need to be careful with. Oily hair.
For the love of God.
Oily hair cannot exist. You want to know something? My hair, it's in 24 hours, it already starts getting oily. And there is something that exists that's called dry shampoo in the pharmacy that you can buy, and you can put it, and imagine 24 hours, you need to wash your hair again, right? So then put it in your bag, buy that shampoo. Oily hair, you need to wash your hair. If it's necessary, then you don't have conditions to buy dry shampoo, you don't have conditions to buy talc, then you're gonna have to wash your hair every day. Another thing that they said, when you're there in the event of the culture show of youth group, and then they say,
let's go, people, let's dance.
A ver, Rosalía, el pasito. Ajá. Va en contramano, Rosalía, para allá.
Ajá. And then everybody starts taking off their shoes.
And it seems like you're gonna fall back because of the stench.
So yeah, it's not cool. You need to wash your feet when you take a shower. One time I taught someone and they said,
wow, I thought that my foot was going to be washed. I'm taking a shower, so then the water's falling and it's washing my feet.
The person would not wash their feet. Soap, a sponge, you need to pass in between your toes on your feet. You need to wash your feet. And another tip that's very important, when you rinse yourself off, you need to rinse your feet also. You need to rinse in between your toes, because the humidity of your feet inside of your sneaker, of your shoe, is what makes the smell bad. Cleaning your ears, you want to see. It's so ugly when you see somebody and they're sideways, and you look at them and you see that ear full of earwax filled. People, come on. Your ear, you have to wash in the bathtub. You take some soap, you pass here, you pass through the back of your ear. Dry it with a towel, right? Tips here that are very important, although they seem like they're foolish. So then let's go now to our homework. Use a neutral deodorant. Avoid at all costs those that have a strong scent. They only smell good in the first 2 hours, and after that, they mix with your sweat and cause a bad odor that no one deserves. And always have that neutral deodorant in your bag. I advise magnesium. Buy a neutral soap and keep it in a plastic box in your bag. Place it in a small zipper bag. Grab your perfume and put them in your bag. Also, buy a pack of wipes, which besides cleaning a baby's bottom, are very useful and should never be missing in your bag. In case you don't find a restroom, use them to refresh your face. And you can also use them to clean your hands or your bottom. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my goodness. It's not only babies that deserve that care. At least twice a day, go to the restroom and refresh yourself. Wash your face and your underarms with the neutral soap. Apply the magnesium and renew your scent by spraying some perfume. Observation: please, if you use a very strong perfume, do not take a shower with it, or else people are going to start sneezing. I'm going to give you a very personal suggestion. I use baby cologne on my day-to-day, and it's a good and cheap alternative. And although you exaggerate in using it, you will not make a mistake because it's light and amazing. Always stay smelling nice. Your future prince will thank you, right? And that tip, usually when you, it's important for you to know this, that there's certain type of perfumes that are better to wear in wintertime. For example, a perfume that is too sweet, too floral, in winter, it's better. And in summer, a perfume that is citrusy, fruity, it's better because it's refreshing. So then you put on that perfume when it's hot, and the heat refreshes you. For those who smell the scent, it's much more pleasant. So then just be careful there with your perfume, because usually perfumes that are sweet, that are woody and floral, they're too strong. And the perfumes that are more citrusy, they're lighter and refreshing. So then those are the ones that I advise for you to wear if you don't really understand about perfumes, and there's a tip. Okay, but of course, everything depends on the taste of everybody, right? There are people that don't like citrusy perfumes. So that tip for today is super important. And if you thought that tip is going to help somebody, perhaps that friend or that guy that you are looking at, then that you went into an elevator with, right? And then there was a stank smell all over the place. So then discreetly send him this video, okay? Discreetly. And we come back next Sunday with another book club online. Bye-bye.